Hello and welcome to a brand new Kingdoms Reborn series. Today we're starting out with a new Shogunate faction. It's the Kingdoms Reborn take on historical Japan, and there's tons of new buildings and redesigns for existing ones. Lots to discover here, and honestly, too much to go through all at once, so let's just hit the highlights before we jump in. We get a plus 10% bonus to luxury production, a bunch of new resources like rice, plums, sushi, ramen, sake, and the like, and some fun unique units as well, including samurai cavalry, and mobile suits. We get Gundams. Oh boy, that's going to be fun. There's also some revisions to mechanics and new transport and storage methods, and a copy building feature, so we don't have to keep refreshing the card stack to build something we've already unlocked. That's going to be great. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. Alright, so I've taken the liberty of going ahead and setting this up ahead of time. We did get some new portraits in the update as well, but you know I had to go with the Doge. Always. So, like I said, Shogunate, which Kingdoms Reborn is tagging as Master Craftsman. We also have the Emirates and the Norsemen that we're going to get to at some point, but this update came out and I thought, you know what, this will be really fun. Let's go ahead and jump back in. Got a nice little flower icon here. I don't remember exactly where. Yeah, there it is. And pink, like the petals. Thought that would be fun. And we're already ready to go. Gonna play on normal like last time. 3 AI players. And go ahead and get started. See you on the other side of the loading screen. And once again, we are back. The Great Freeze has left civilization in ruin. Few were strong enough to withstand the cold and plague that claimed the earth. Decades have passed since the frost took our lands, and our courage and hope have returned with the melting of the ice. It falls to us, we surviving few, to rebuild a flourishing civilization. Cheers to the new beginning. Alright, so we've played before, so we have a kind of a decent grasp on how the game works. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our map here. It looks like this is, I guess technically one continent, but we're not going to call it that because it's got this little tiny mountain bridge here in the middle. But suffice to say, we have 2 major land masses. Then we have this secondary island kind of thing over here, with a whole lot of desert and some outlying. Looks like Ruin is chosen a pretty hard start way up here in the corner without too much else going on. Haystein is over here on this landmass. And then these guys we didn't play last time, Sana, I don't know. They've gotten their start over here. That seems kind of like a hard start. Or maybe that was the name of them last time and I just don't remember. It's been a while, a couple months since we played. Now, it's not going to tell me what the difficulty of their start is, but if we look at the opposing things, hard difficulty, somewhat hard, very hard. So, okay, they might have actually chosen a pretty hard start. These guys looking at normal-ish, hard on this side. And then, of course, up here, like I said before, hard difficulty, this is most likely hard. And other than that, we just have to pick out where we're going to start. Now, we have these 2 guys over here, probably going to be fighting for control of all of this land in the middle, which leaves this entire continent / subcontinent, whatever you want to call it, ripe for the picking. We're going to want to pick a good starting point that's going to have good accessibility and some stuff we can get to fairly quickly. Now, jumping out to me right now is this province right here. It's got a decent amount of land. It is pretty expensive, pretty large, but that would be a good boost. See, we got some regular trees, should be some good fruit trees in there. We got stone, and it's also fertile for grapes, if we wanted to get off to that kind of a start there. And then we also have pretty quick access to coal. We've got stone, iron ore here. We have, what in the world is this? Some sort of odd statues ruin. Okay, so that's just a bonus income. So this might be a good candidate for a start right here. We could also take a look at some of these down on this south coast. Another normal difficulty here with grape farming, but this one doesn't have stone. This looks like this is already inhabited by a tribe. And it also has the disease frequency we don't like, so obviously has to be somewhere, ideally, on the coast, so we can have instant trade. Tulips and stone might be a good one, but I'm thinking this is going to be our winning start right here. We'll just have to work our way kind of around things this way. But pretty quickly we'll have access to a lot of things that we want to be able to do. So let's go ahead and select this one. And then we're going to adjust our initial resources. Food is extremely important, and that's one of the hardest things to get up and running with any amount of momentum. So I'm going to go ahead and acquire some additional food. We're going to have to start reducing some of this other stuff. Stone tools, since we have stone right here, I'm not going to be worried about having not enough stone. So we'll go ahead and put most of that money into food. Again, stone for construction, I'm not worried about. Medicine, we do have to grow and unlock, so I'm going to... Oh, it's not going to let me do that, huh? Do I have enough? Nope. Not going to let me do any more of that, but should be a pretty good start. Go ahead and confirm. Find a place to put our town hall. Yeah, now you see the size of this province is really good because this town hall is so huge. If we had put it over here or whatever, it would have been a substantial portion. But let's go ahead and see. Okay, we have some fruit trees here. We've got stone here, stone here. We've got stone on the ground. I think we're going to want to put our town hall somewhere over here without getting rid of too many trees. Somewhere that's nice and easily accessible. Probably right here is fine. All right, so now we get to choose our starting card. Now, in the interest of the longevity of our income, I think we're going to go with investment, but it is also worth considering getting the rice breeder because there are so many unique things that happen in this new faction with rice. Obviously, you have your sake plantations and you have all that other stuff that kind of builds off of that, but we're going to be able to get this later. Trading port, I don't need that at the exact start, but this is going to start compounding immediately. So we'll go ahead and get that, especially because it's free. It's a 300 coin card. This one's 240, that one's 240, so, you know, it makes us money, and it's a better value, so let's go ahead and get that. Then we get to choose, we want improved farming, and we want improved charcoal making. Now, I think we're going to want improved farming, especially if we're going to be growing things that we can turn into other stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Yes, let's go ahead and turn that guidance back on, because I know there are some new things. First thing, to build a food producer. Let's go ahead, though, and put our investment card in there. Looking good. I don't think we want to build that quite yet. But let's go ahead. Very first thing we're going to do. Yes, we don't have the money to do any new building purchases, which is fine because we can set our people out to harvest wood and then the fruit trees as well. So we'll go ahead and get everybody taking these non-fruit trees down. We do have enough food to last a good while. So by the time we get up there, we should have enough money to actually purchase something. We, of course, need to have houses. We got this nice area right here that's going to be perfect for building houses. So let's see. I'm trying to think the best location for stuff. We might want to just stick right there. I think we have to start with 5. Yeah, let's start with 5. Seems like a pretty good idea. We'll stick with those guys. Let them build their homes. And then as we get more money, we'll go ahead and start setting other things up. Yeah, so picking this card is going to gradually make things better. It is +1 income for every 20 you own. So the more we let sit in, the more we'll get. And of course, the further along in the game we get, the larger this number is going to be, which just, you know, compounds like real interest in a bank. Yeah, so I think, for the fishing lodge to be the first food producer we buy, just because we can gather the fruit by chopping down those trees. I think. Pretty sure that's how that works. If it's not, then we're gonna find out real quick. we're gonna get humbled. But once we get these houses built, those will start generating income as well, so that should not be very much of an issue at all. Go ahead and put on 4 times speed. Let's take a look while they're doing that. Other things we might want to get into, like obviously, like this continent is all about coal and some iron ore. But this one has a ton of really valuable stuff. Like we've got gold up here. We'll get to tech tree in a second. We've got gems. And we've got all sorts of other fun stuff we can get into. And there's also coffee farming down here if we choose to be part of that. Then this entire area is completely undisturbed, so we're definitely going to colonize this at some point when we get into there. But for right now, we got to focus on getting these guys up and running, make sure they can survive winter. And we can't make any farms just yet because we haven't unlocked farming yet. So let's go to the tech tree. Very first thing I think we want to make, research-wise, is going to be a trading port, because it's going to allow us to sell the excess stuff that we've got and purchase other things we might need that we can't create ourselves. So this will let us know when it's finished. And the next one obviously is going to be medicine, because then we can actually plant medicinal herb. We do have 137 medicine to start us off. Should last a decent while unless we have a huge population. Yeah, see, now look how much faster this is going up, because we got all these houses taken care of. That is good to see. So not too much longer until we have enough money to start actually buying stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and build another house. Just right here as we are approaching the maximum housing space there. And I think we're going to want to put our fishing dock probably up here, because this isn't going to be taking any trees out. And this is a pretty good spot for that. We can put maybe another one somewhere down here later on down the line. But early game here is very much all about waiting, because, well, there's not really much else you can do. Some guys build, some guys gather, some guys wait. Just depends on what else you have going on. We also have a lot of wild animals, so as soon as we can get a hunting cabin, or whatever the game wants to call this, then we're going to want to get one of those, because look at all this. That'll be a whole bunch of food, a whole bunch of meat resource we can actually sell as well, once that comes into play. We have a nice amount of wood, which is going to be good getting us into wintertime. If we had a charcoal burner, we'd be in a little bit better shape with regard to that, but I think we are doing a-okay. We've got all these houses. And yeah, these buildings do have a different design from the previous faction we played. This is going to look really cool when it's all upgraded. Seeing the late stage promo art for that. So we can look forward to that. We're almost up to 240. Probably just a few more seconds and we'll be able to purchase our fishing lodge. And then start saving up toward other stuff. But they're making very quick work of the trees here. Stone-wise, we're looking okay. Yeah, see, now we're out of food. So it's a very good thing that we're just about ready. Yeah, see, there it is. All right. Fishing lodge. Let's build that immediately. Pause the game. Rotate this guy around. Find a good spot that isn't going to take up too much space. 102% efficiency. 106. Okay, well, let's do this right here. There we go. We don't have enough money to claim another region, but let's go ahead and get this all connected up here. Oh, that's not quite perfectly straight. There we go. Does the road have to be straight? No, it really doesn't. But it is going to help, and I think we can fit ourselves a quarry in these four right here. If not, we'll have to figure something else. Yeah, hunting lodge we can get at 80, which we are going to get immediately as soon as we can. That is quick and very, very effective food. Yeah, biggest threat early on is people dying because they don't have food and dying because they freeze to death. So 250-ish wood is a good start. And you better believe as soon as we get 80, we're getting that hunting cabin. Now we've got, I think most of the non-fruit trees have been cut down. We'll need to replant. Or alternatively, we can just build a bridge across here and start cutting these trees down as well. But we do have a pretty good amount of wood stored up, so we should be fine in that regard. Just need this to go all the way up to 80 so we can get our hunting lodge. And of course, fruit gatherers as well. But that is not a huge priority right now. As long as our people aren't all super hungry all the time. These guys are going to get right to work. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice. Ta-da! They want to buy goods, huh? Well, I don't really have that much to trade. If they would have come a little later when we had game, then I would have, oh, can I just put them off? Oh, I sure can. Oh, did that kick him out? Okay. Alright, so maybe I I wonder if they're going to, they're going to stay until I click on this. Can I game this at all? Before they start importing other things? I don't know, I kind of want to. Kind of want to see if that's, something the game's going to let me do. So if I can get this built, we can kill at least a couple of these animals. I can sell some of the game. I think that would be nice. Where are these guys anyway? Are they physically represented on the map, or is this just one of those random event things that come up? I don't want to click anywhere else, so yeah, I don't think they're here. Now, can we get this built at all? Or are we just wasting our time? Yes, I know the food reserve is low. Oh, here comes the snow, but we have wood. Can heat houses, so that should be a-okay. Alright, we got fish coming in. That's good news. I don't dare sell medicine. That would be a terrible mistake. Now, as soon as they kill some of this game, I can turn around and sell a lot of that meat to make some good money. But they haven't killed anything yet. Here we go. First episode, we're already gaming the game. Oh, did they leave? No, they're still here. Alright, hurry up and kill something so I can sell it. Alright, we're all hungry. Why aren't you eating the food? The fish we got. Alright, so maybe we don't want to sell the game. Maybe we just sell some... Oh, we have stone. Yeah, we can sell a good amount of stone and be fine. I'm not going to buy a trading post, not going to buy a trading port, not just yet. Let's pause real quick. Start gathering some stone, because I did just sell a bunch, but that's fine because we have plenty that we can gather and we can farm. So it's not going to be an issue at all. Alright, so who do we have? Oh, smoking chambers, huh? Well, I mean, they got people working there. So why is nobody killing game? Okay, there we go. We got game meat. Well, they'll come back. At least we know our people can be fed, if slightly poorly. Now we have a decent chunk of change. How much is this province? 1250. We're going to want to buy this as soon as we can, so we can get access to the additional wood over there, and then on this side, of course, coal and iron ore. Iron ore is in the second province over here. But the coal right here on this side of this mountain is going to be really useful. We obviously can't use it right now because we're in, well, we're in the Dark Ages. Let's go ahead and get that medicine researched. Because I think the next thing we're going to want to do in spring is plant some medicinal herb. We'll worry about grapes later. Can't really do anything with them anyway. Fruit gatherer is going to be a good thing to buy, as well as a forester. And then we might want to do a pig ranch as well. For right now, let's buy a fruit gatherer and a forester. Alright, so fruit gatherer, we've got a high concentration of these fruit trees. So I can find a good spot here. 83, 84 trees, okay. Alright, that is not bad. Right there to do that way. I don't want to destroy the burrow, though, so maybe we'll just, can I line this up exactly with this road? It doesn't have to be straight. Yeah, I know. We'll put that there anyway. Connect everything up nicely. And then eventually we will get rid of this burrow, but we do need to get a whole bunch of more animals collected and dealt with there. Now we're up to 20 population. How's everybody else looking? Okay, Okay, they're at 20. They're at 20. And what about our island people up here? 19. And I don't know what they're really getting at here. That's kind of a neat design though, with the 4 houses in a square like that. Yeah, let's get some immigrants in here. All right, probably should actually get back to where we are. There we go. All right, so early on, I think probably want passion early on. We need to find. We could put that in the fishing lodge. Better production. Could put that in the hunting lodge, or it might actually be something that's better off served as a forester. I don't know. We'll hold on to this for a little bit. Right now, we got to get people actually fed. Yeah, they've already hunted most of the animals. We have game meat in storage here. I really want to get this. Really want to get this province, but we don't have enough funds quite yet. A stone tools shop we're going to want to buy, and a quarry. So I think I'll hold off on actually buying these cards until we have the second province unlocked. Because we still have a decent amount of stone. And for right now, plenty of tools. Alright. Fuel reserve is low. Yeah, we need very quickly to get more wood. So is there any more non-fruit trees we can cut down? Okay, there's a couple. So let's make sure we get those guys to do that. They can't get to that one. Oh, there's one more tree in there. Okay. And what about over here? I'm pretty sure we got all those, yeah. And we got somebody who's homeless, so it looks like we need to build another house. Come back in on this side. Leave some space on the outside there. Let's just go ahead and build 3 more. Alright, we've researched basic medicine. That means we can plant some. Go ahead and pause so we don't lose track of stuff. So we don't have rice yet. But we can unlock sake brewing. We can unlock furniture. That would be our first luxury and would get us toward level 2 houses. And then pottery as well. Sheep ranch probably is the most logical thing for us to unlock next, because that is a food source. So let's do that. Medicinal herb seeds. Go ahead and click that. Unlocked the farms. Looking good. All right, so this area, probably right about here, would be a nice place to stick. Yeah, we'll put that there. That'll be medicinal herb. I don't know if they're going to be able to build that immediately because of how many trees we haven't cut down. So I think we're going to want to go ahead and just cut down these guys. If I can click the correct part of the thing. Yeah, cut down those trees. We'll use that wood. And then they can start planting. Although I think we want this to be prioritized. We will hit the star there. Houses can get built whenever. But we do need the wood, and we do need our medicinal herb. Might be a little late to plant this season. But we do still have 109 medicine, so we should be alright. Should be at least okay. Now what we don't want is we don't want to get into winter without having any food or fuel. So as soon as we get our 1250, then I think we'll unlock this. We can cut down some of these fruit trees. That's not going to be a problem. Now that we have fish and we've got game meat. So I think a lot of this area is going to end up built on anyway, so we can go ahead and get rid of that. We just don't want to get rid of any of these trees here because this is very easy. Very easy resources there. Are they really going to plant right now in late summer? I feel like that's not going to be enough. Also stone. Let's gather this up. And we want to start insulating these houses. Can't do it all at once, obviously. So are they actually going to get anything out of this, or are they just wasting their time? Yeah, it doesn't seem, it says dormant. So that'll be a next year thing. That's fine. We will get there just fine. We just have to have some wood. So let's go ahead and get rid of these trees. We'll probably end up putting mines here anyway, so that's not the worst thing ever. We need to build a forester, but I was going to try and put the forester up here because this is a much better spot for it than down here where we're most likely going to be putting houses and production things. Yeah, so losing these trees is not going to be the end of the world. In fact, it should be perfectly fine. Almost to 1250. Just need to make sure we've got enough stored up. We also have to bridge across that territory, but we should also get a much higher income as soon as we claim that other territory. Just as soon as we're able. Oh, these guys are back. Okay. Alright, pause the game. We have 217 game meat. We probably shouldn't sell a lot of that. In terms of money, the best thing to sell would be medicine, but we can't currently make any more. So I don't think we want to sell any of that, but if we sell 10, that should still be fine because we are going to be growing it. We can always rebuy stuff later. We have all this leather, actually, probably is a better thing to sell than the medicine. So let's just sell a bunch of leather. We haven't had anything we can do with that quite yet. And that'll go 624. And then that means we can come over here and buy this province. Very good. And we need to build a charcoal burner. Coal mine. We're going to have to take a while to get over there, but we'll go ahead and buy that card. Let's build our pathway up here. Construct a bridge. There we go. And then up here we can finally put our forester, probably right about here-ish. Connect it up to the road. They're going to want a house next to it, of course, they always do. Or at least within range. So we have something that's 100% appeal. We'll keep this open for mining purposes. That's a tall mountain. Then can I get any higher? I guess 100% is good. Yeah, we'll put this one right here. I always want to click that to build dirt road. Anyway, we'll do that, and then we can come over here. We cannot build the bridge yet because we don't have the funds, but that is where that will go. And then this doesn't seem to be accessible to much of anything. Yeah, we can't get all the way through here. So when we get to our coal, that's where we're going to have to go. Now, since it is mid-autumn, let's go ahead and buy us our charcoal burner. Can't put this anywhere near the houses or people will complain. Because that's just how people work, I guess. Put that right there in the center of town. Of course, this is going to require wood, which we have 40 of. We're almost not in the perfect spot for that, but we'll go ahead and hurry that construction along. Try to get them to do as much as they can on that. Because it's going to be rough if we don't have fuel. That is not going to be fun. But fortunately, we have tons of trees up here. So let's just go ahead and mark all of these for cutting non-fruit trees. Queue this up to plant any trees, cut non-fruit trees. Alright, charcoal burner's done. We can upgrade the town hall, but we don't have the money for it yet. Need 500 coins. I think we're going to be more concerned about providing fuel for our people in the winter, which is pretty much right upon us. So I'm going to go ahead. Remember how the game controls work. We'll just cut all these trees down. Because we have our fruit trees over here. We have other secure sources of food, so I'm not going to be worried about that. We, of course, need wood to be able to do anything, but we are burning charcoal. And we'll be able to have wood in just a second as soon as they get rid of all the stuff up here. Another wild card. Yeah, it's going to take him a while to build that. So either Passion can go there, or it can go into one of these other buildings. Could even make sense for that to be... Oh, I'm going to have to go on this side of the mountain, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, we won't build this yet, but time will come and we'll put that over there. Thankfully, we do have some fuel. It's not all that we need, but it is going to be quite helpful. We still have some stone here, so we don't have to worry about not having a quarry here. We don't have the manpower for it anyway. So that is not going to be an issue. Let's go ahead and cut down some more trees over here. We'll end up using this for other stuff, I'm sure. Yeah, because now we got some cold people here, which is decidedly not ideal. So I wonder why they're not making any here. Okay, now we've got coal. Good. They don't have to freeze to death. They can just go get, well, they can just go get more. Yeah, I haven't unlocked anything else. We're still researching the sheep ranch. Now I have to wonder, is it going to unlock the rice when I research sake brewing? Not sure. I'm also not sure why these people are all cold. We had all that coal. I guess they went through it all. But it is late winter, so maybe we'll be okay. It seems like we never have enough fuel. It's just one of those things that takes forever. Oh, there's no storage. Okay, well, that was a cataclysmic error on my part. Let's put some storage right there. Yeah, so we do in fact have wood. They're just a little slow on the uptake, it seems. Though it really shouldn't be a problem. I see them dropping it off at all these places. Alright, so after the first 2 years, this is year 1 summer, even though this was the second year. Alright. Looking okay. At least we have food. That was a huge problem last time. As well as the inevitable overbuilding. We're going to try to keep it a little bit maintained here. Don't need to expand so quickly. All right, early spring. Hopefully nobody dies of cold in the last week of the cold season. That would be annoying. It would be very, very annoying. So why have they not finished the storage yard yet? That should already be done. I would have thought they would have done that already. Oh well. Go ahead and hurry that up. Alright, upgrades tree. There we go. Charcoal. Ah, there it is, rice paddy. Let's do the rice paddy first. Then we'll work on charcoal burner improvements because that is going to be... Ooh, that's kind of steep for the sheep ranch cart, so we'll do that later. We got space for immigrants? Come on in. Give us another passion card. Now we can start kind of distributing these. We'll give one to the fishing lodge. That'll improve things nicely. And then our forester can also get a passion. I guess it's a book, not a card. Alright, and we have planted our medicinal herbs, so that is good news. Now that our medicine is down below half of what we started with. It's almost like a third of what we started with. So food supply seems to be somewhat stable. We'll need to upgrade the fishing lodge at some point. But I think... See, we can do mushrooms. We don't have enough wood really to farm mushrooms. That is going to be kind of an important thing for us to have. So we should probably go ahead and build a pig farm. We can find a good spot for one. This probably wouldn't be the worst place. Just because that's what we have access to. Can I fit a storage yard here? Yes. I absolutely can. People think I'm okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So we should really start to play catch-up here with all of our fuel stuff as time goes on, now that we have our forester right here. And I kind of want to get over here to this coal mine area, but we don't have the manpower for it yet. Going to try not to spread ourselves too thin. And as soon as the rice paddy's unlocked, we'll of course start planting the rice. I don't think we're going to be able to grow any this year, just based on how this is progressing time-wise. But we might be able to. Can I fit a quarry? Yeah, we're going to need a quarry and a stone tool shop pretty quick. Can I fit this here? I sure can. Can I put two of them? No, just the one. Okay. What about the stone tool shop? What's the dimensions on that? Okay, I can fit that anywhere. That's good. So we'll stick this guy right in the corner. There we go. So we get cooperative fishing as a card now, which we can equip in the town hall once we level it up. We do not have the money to level up right now, so we're not going to worry about that just quite yet. I'll put our stone tool shop right there next to the quarry. Nice, efficient layout. Rice paddy is just about done. Then I think we're going to turn most of this area into rice farming. Upgrades tree. Probably should go ahead and research charcoal burner improvements, because that's going to help us out. Rice breeder card, yes. And then I think... Oh, this is a perfectly square thing. We just have to decide which way we want the art to face. Let's try that. If I put this here, and go all the way... Yeah, let's do that. Then I think I can have this... Yeah, that can all be rice. 96% fertility. If I start from this corner here, then I can actually get a little bit more space. Oh yes. Oh yes. All of that can be rice. We might end up demolishing this at some point. Plus it's 100 wood. That's a lot of wood. No, but these guys right here will be happy to be able to plant something. That's going to be spring, I'm sure. But we have medicinal herbs, so that is excellent progress there. Looks good. Stone tool shop is attempting to stone tools, but there are quarry people that aren't doing what they need to be doing. Let's take them down to 2 workers, because we still don't have a huge supply of workers. We need to expand our housing, but we don't want to go too fast, or else we can't actually supply people with stuff to heat their homes. So I think this right now is looking okay. Ooh, okay, yeah. Da-da. Yeah, there's that sound again. Still don't have enough to upgrade our town hall. Do I have enough to buy more provinces? There's some that are usually pretty cheap. 439. Okay, can't get to that one yet until I have here. So that's gonna be the cheapest one, 439, that we can actually purchase. I guess I can't buy this one because it's technically not touching, unfortunately. Yeah, so we're out of wood. Wandering traders. So we have so much game meat. Let's sell some of that. Easy for us to do that. Let's actually sell half of that, and then half of our well, half of the 80 at least as leather. So that gives us money. We can upgrade our town hall. Yeah, so we get to choose either improved brewing or improved toolmaking. Brewing plus 30% productivity for beer, vodka, wine, tequila, meat, and sake. Or 30% productivity of stone tools, workshop, and blacksmith. Let's go for brewing, because that's what we're going to end up doing here. So we have sustainability book, frugality book, productivity book. I think this early on we're going to want sustainability book. And then tech tree wise, let's do sake brewing. Okay, yes, town hall is now level 2, etc. We'll get all these other buildings to put somewhere. Charcoal burner would be a great building to put sustainability book in, because that uses less wood to make the same amount of coal. 7 to make 27 instead of 10. So I'll take that any day of the week. And then that gets us down to 4. So that is a power play right there. Statistics Bureau. Going to be very useful. We'll go ahead and put that right there. And then we should also... there's some other building that wants to give you after that goes down. I don't know exactly what it's called or when it comes in, but that'll probably go over here too. So don't forget to slot in our cooperative fishing, which should give us currently another 13% productivity at the fishing lodge because our global happiness is 73%. And the quarry is quarrying. Stone tools shop should be able to produce anything now, but oh, there's people working there. All right, so that's looking okay. Yeah, we need a lot more wood. We definitely need a lot more wood. Do I have any more non-fruit trees I can cut yet? No. All right, so let's just cut the rest of these because this is not in the gathering area anyway, so that'll take care of that. This area up here, if we're cultivating fruit trees, we could also put in a nice fruit gatherer right there. We do have enough to buy this province, which would get us access to iron ore and additional income 5.7. That's not really a lot. Oh, we could also get this one. That's just stone. We'll need to get both at some point. So maybe we hold off on that for right now. Pigs are looking okay. I'm more concerned about having this farm ready to go in time to actually be useful. So let's get that prioritized. Rice breeder's almost there anyway. Yeah, we need a lot. We need a lot of wood. How far is the radius of this thing anyway? The fruit gatherer. Okay, so we can cut these down as well. That will be a-okay. Get rid of those. We're going to put houses here anyway, I'm sure. So now we're up at the maximum capacity for the homes. So if I put this here, I can't fit another house there at all. So I guess that doesn't really matter. But there's some other building I could put here. So let's just stick a house right there. Dirt roads. Thank you, autosave, for blocking that. All right. Still haven't had anybody die yet, which is hopefully a good thing. All right, so this is now complete. We really need more wood. Looks like there... No, I don't want medicinal herb. I want rice. Thank you. That was almost a terrible mistake. All right, so that is going to be just fine. Early spring, we just need 3 more units of wood. Looks like they're going to get that in there, and that'll be very nice indeed. Now let's take a look here. What else we have? I already have a hunting lodge. I already have a pig ranch, charcoal burner. We don't have a mushroom farm. We don't have a stable enough wood supply to really want to buy a mushroom farm. Fishing lodge. We already have all of this stuff. Buy wood. Could be useful, but we don't have the money for it anyway. Tavern. Don't have any visitors. Rice breeder we already have. Trading port. We probably should buy a trading port. That way we can, well, trade. Kind of an important function of society, you know? Alright, so this guy can go right here. I think is going to be, yeah, pretty much the only place I can put this. Obviously, it's not going to work up here. Yes, immigrants, come on in. We'll have houses soon enough. Frugality book. Productivity book. We'll go with the productivity book. Right now because our happiness is not the best. And this house, actually now it's perfectly full. So we'll put productivity in either the fishing lodge. What about the pig ranch actually? Charcoal, wild animals. Forester might actually be a good one to, yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Put it in the forester. Alright, so this just needs to be planted. Are they actually planting this? Oh no, they're still getting all of the they're still getting all of these flowers out with, I guess, some sort of hatchet things. Alright, tech tree. We have sake brewing, furniture, pottery, or do we want an upgrade? Cabbage seeds, quarry improvement, farming technologies, forestry technologies. For right now, wood is going to be a big problem. So let's research forestry technologies. Sake brewery, yes, let's buy that. Now, why have they not planted this yet? We're still in summer. They are, they're taking their sweet time, aren't they? Alright, let's get a move on. Let's get a move on, people. We're going to be, kind of screwed. We don't have, all that taken care of. Alright, so why is that still under construction? Should not be an issue. Okay, there we go. Now they're constructing. Okay, sake brewery. We can stick that. Right here is probably where that needs to go. Let's have that connect up through here. Yeah, that's going to be nice once that's done, 'cause that's a luxury good that we can sell for profit. Speaking of selling for profit, we can sell some of our game meat. Easy money. And now we can buy some additional territory. Let's go ahead and get that guy. Iron mine, don't need that yet. And then our grassland province here. So now we've expanded substantially over this way. I don't have quite enough to put on a bridge, but we will very soon, that we can get over here. We have access to all of this. Looking very nice indeed. They still have not built the farm. It's already late summer. So we might have missed the boat on the rice this time around. Hopefully we can still get something out of it. Alright. Oh, duh. Rice grows in water. I don't know why I was panicking about that. Work stage dormant. Okay, well, not much we can do about that. Employment Bureau, that was the other one. We'll just stick that right next to the Statistics Bureau. So that's a cool building design. I like that. Looks very nice. Unfortunately, I don't know what these kanji are, but I can only assume that it says something to the effect of Employment Bureau. Alright, so we are, looks like we're doing something over here. Either that or they're just walking around like idiots. One of those two. Keep an eye on our trading port here. We're going to be basically continuously exporting probably the game meat to fund the rest of our stuff here. We'll see what else we want to get into. We have enough to build a bridge now, so let's go ahead and do that. Just since we're already here. Put that in place. And then I think we can start with a coal mine. Get this about as far back and over as we can. I'm going to be able to put a couple others here. Okay, good. Put that guy right there. Nice dirt road coming all the way on the end here. Connect up like so. And then we can start having some coal. Mid-autumn, year 3. So next spring this should start yielding some rice for us. And of course the sake brewery can't do anything without any rice. Surprised the upkeep on that is as low as it is. Only 5 coins. I thought it would be expensive to do something like that. And we are going to start winding down this episode in a little bit. We're just shy of 50 minutes. Homeless. Okay, well, let's fix that. Let's take care of that real quick. I can't fit another house right here, but I can fit one here. It's 100% appeal. It's actually a really good spot for it. So let's put that there. Just build one more house. Pigs are almost full. Then they'll be able to slaughter those. That's going to be nice. Probably while we're at it should build another house. So let's build 2. Wild animals walking in the rice paddies. Just beef or something sitting there. Yeah, that's nice. Thanks for sharing. Alright, we'll sell some more leather since we obviously can't do anything with that. Any upgrades we can do to any of these buildings while we're already here? Doesn't really seem like, we could pay for improved production on the charcoal burner, but we're actually doing really well on coal. Our quarry is not very fast, but we also don't have enough people really to work all these jobs. 22 laborers. Maybe that means we do have enough people. We just have yeah, okay, that was the problem. That was already set. Okay. So we're actually looking pretty good. Don't have enough stone, but what else is new? These guys gotta get onto something. Mine with full worker slots gets 20% productivity. All right, let's just go ahead since we're gonna have money coming in anyway. Get that in there. Get a little bit more impact for our resources there. About half of these houses, I think, have the upgraded stone insulation. Yeah, and the rest of these don't. We'll have to fix that as we get more stone in, but we really need to get them to make some tools, which they kind of can't if they don't have enough resources to do that. But at least we have housing now. That is looking nice. And we're going to want to keep some space open around this cluster of homes to put in buildings that will distribute stuff like markets, which we haven't unlocked yet. But keep that space open for later. So if we have all of our homes clustered, well, most of them clustered around the same space, they're going to be able to upgrade a lot easier. And that's going to be much, much better for all of us. Not so much like the chaos of the first playthrough. We weren't great at the game. But hey, we were learning. That's part of the fun. Alright, so let's check out what other upgrades we should be doing. I already did one forestry technology. Quarry improvement actually probably wouldn't be a bad one. Tech tree, we can do either pottery, furniture, mushroom log sterilization. I think I'm tempted to just go ahead and do quarry improvement. Because we need to get more stone, for sure. But here comes late winter, year 3. We're almost finished with our first, I guess, technically 4 years. The way the game counts is kind of comes off as not the way I would have done it, personally. But we have not had anybody die from freezing. We just had one person leave because they were homeless, which, you know, understandable. Not something you'd want to deal with. Temperatures under 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So we will go into year 4 with the ability to do a whole bunch of rice, and then turn it into sake. We can then sell that. All right, so here's our year 3 summary. 14 additional population, 17 births, 3 died of old age. Oh, it actually doesn't count people who left because of homelessness. All right. Well, that's fine, I guess. So not a bad start at all. Could have done maybe a little bit more efficient at the very beginning, but hey, I will take no deaths so far. That's great. That's good stuff. So yeah, here we are at the end of our first, it's going to say year 4. It's the first 4 years. Not too bad. We got medicine and food pretty well wrapped up for where we are here in the, what is this game called? The Dark Age? Yeah. Got the opportunity to get in some luxury next time around and get ourselves a little bit better off. Oh, we don't have storage over here. Let's fix that. Put in a storage yard right there. They'll get to that eventually. But yeah, there you have it. Pretty good start. We have 46 population. How are we looking other people? 42? 40 even? All right, how about these guys? And they're at 40 even. So we are keeping pace. Looking pretty good. Although I think on this difficulty it's not going to matter. They're not going to get violent with you. So that is going to be it. A very good first outing for this new update to Kingdoms Reborn. As always, thanks for watching. Appreciate you being here. If you have any advice, tips, comments, whatever, leave them down below. Comments are always open, and I always read every single one. And I can't always respond, but I do appreciate you being here. To again, anything that's on your mind, I invite you to comment down below and look forward to talking with you there. And of course, a big, huge thank you to the Beard Boosters, channel members, and patrons who make this possible for me to do these videos every single day. Their names are up on the screen, so let's take a moment to appreciate them. And just some really great, awesome people. We also have Discord as well, if you want to check that out. Links to everything's in the description. But if you're just here to watch the videos, that's perfectly fine. Glad to have you here. I hope whatever you're doing, you have a fun and a safe time, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Tomorrow's going to be more Timberborn. Got more Ostriv on Friday, and then of course we got fun stuff all weekend long, live streams and videos alike. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.